Ready to open the hood? UseTool for the tutorials.
And for car parts, the right idea is the Mr. Auto app. Easy, fast, and with better prices than on the website.
You can find the sash shock absorbers used in the video through the link in the description. Turn your engine off and engage the parking brake. Loosen the lock nuts on the rear wheels. Jack the rear of your vehicle. Set the vehicle on jack stance. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial jacking your vehicle safely before carrying out this step. To be able to change the rear shock absorbers on your vehicle, you must take the wheels off to gain full access to the suspension. Don't forget to slide the wheels under the vehicle. You can now see the rear shock absorbers on your car. To start, remove the back mudguards, which will allow you to access the top screws of the shock absorber. Using a socket wrench and a 27mm Torx socket, unscrew the 3 screws holding the mudguard. Then unscrew the 2 plastic nuts. Then, using a flathead screwdriver, remove the 3 retaining rivets by prying up the central part. Then, take off the mudguard. With a socket wrench, a long extender, and a 16mm socket, unscrew and remove the 2 upper holding screws on the shock absorber cup. Brush the screw at the base of the shock absorber and spray it with anti-seize lubricant. With a 16mm spanner, a socket wrench, and a 16mm socket, remove the lower holding screw on the shock absorber. The lower holding screw is blocked by the cable of the parking brake. Disengage the parking brake so that you can unscrew the screw. Move the plastic coverings aside. Now you can remove the shock absorber. You can use a crowbar as a lever to help.
All parts used in this tutorial are supplied by our trusted partners. These partners also help us create as many video tutorials as possible. Check them out in the description below.
You will find the sash parts and products used in the video in the link in the description. When changing the shock absorbers, you can also change the shock absorber cup as well as the shock absorber stop and its protective sleeve. You can also reuse them if they're not too worn down. Take the new shock absorber. Before installing the new shock absorbers, you need to prime them by pinching the shock absorber rod vertically so that the gas and the hydraulic fluid are separated. Unscrew the nut on the rod. Place the stop in the dust coat. Then, insert the new cup on the stop. Then install the entire shock absorber rod. Install the lock nut into the cup. Then tighten it using a socket wrench and an 18mm socket. You can also use the specific tool used in the video, which will make your task much easier. You have now finished preparing the new piece. Position the shock absorber by inserting it directly into its lower casing. Then screw in the lower screw. Put in the fixing screws. In order not to damage the lower silent blocks, you need to finish tightening the lower retaining bolts of the shock absorber with the rear axle in the vehicle on the ground position. Jack the rear axle. Once pressure is applied, finish tightening the lower screw with a torque wrench. Now tighten the two screws on the cup using a socket wrench, a long extender and a 16mm socket. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Remove the jack. Put the mudguard back on, taking care to put all the screws, plastic nuts and rivets back on. You can now repeat the same process on the other side. Then you can put the wheels back onto your vehicle. Set your vehicle back on the ground and then fix the wheels correctly in place. Operation completed.
Hi, it's Theo from UseTool. I hope this video has helped you a lot in your car maintenance. We would be super grateful if you could spread the word so that we can produce even more tutorials. Simply give us a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us boost the channel and help the whole community. Thanks a lot and have a great one.